okay, what is in that environment that's different?
It's the one we haven't built.
Yeah. So what is in the environment that's different? Rules, rule of law, structure, rules and regulation, leadership, trust, empathy. So how do we imbibe those things in our environment so that we can translate all of those things into strong, forward-looking, purposeful leadership?
I think first we create the awareness. This is what we're trying to do. We create the awareness first to identify that there is a problem. If we ignore the problem,
but we know there's a problem.
Well, see that's because you're looking at it from
everybody knows there's a problem. Let me tell you, you're talking to a market woman,
right.
And she tells you that yesterday, if you came to my market, if you spent 10 naira, you buy twice what you're buying today. She knows there's a problem. Or you're having a conversation with someone in the rural area and they tell you that they eat on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They're not eating again until Thursday, so that their kids can eat. Of course, we know there's a problem. Everybody knows there's a problem. It's just our reaction, individual reaction to the problem that differs. We don't know there's a problem. How are we going to deal with the problem? So many people have kind of given up.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
This is where we find ourselves. Okay. Some others feel that, this thing, the nose round, like a rolling, and it'll get to my turn. And so there are all kinds of reactions to this. But the one reaction that we all want to see, we don't see enough of it, or there are not enough of us. That's the reaction of, come on, guys, it's not working. Let's all get up, roll up our sleeves, and change this. We're not seeing enough of that.
Are you going to push for that?
That's why I'm running for office. I'm running for office because I'm trying to roll up my sleeves to say, okay, guys, let's try to get our best people locally, in the diaspora, wherever, and let's come together and let's see how we can move Edo State to the next level. And when you look at the capabilities of Edo State, the resources, starting with human resources, and then the mineral and other resources, and then the potentiality, amazing tourism potentiality that we have. And then Edo State is like bang in the middle of Nigeria in a way, from a logistics perspective, So you can imagine Edo State being a logistics hub of Nigeria. There's so many things that you can, we have fantastic soil.
Yeah.
We have fantastic weather, So why can't we make the best of so?
Yeah, sure.
And quite a number of big leaders.
No, I'm not saying they're not good leaders. The attributes that we are looking at full on is the one that when you see the individual that present that attitude, you almost challenge them to.
The point I'm making
is that
we've had great leaders, but many of
Okay.
them haven't fully realized their potential.
That was the expression
Why?
I'm talking about. Yeah.
So that's the question I keep going back to. What in our environment makes it so difficult for good to excel as well as it should? Okay, let's take you guys for instance, and let me go to people that work in the medical profession. Sometimes, every doctor I know abroad is an authority in their area of expertise. They're cited everywhere. Nigerians, sometimes it's best this, best that. When you come home, so everybody says the environment doesn't permit for the best to come out of us. So that environment, what are we going to do about changing that environment? What are we going to do about improving that environment? What are we going to do about trying to get the best out of every one of us? And there was a time in our country, we had the best professionals.
Yes, I remember that as a young boy.
So
civic engagement is the angle that we have been looking at.
That's okay. That works because one of the things I'm also looking at, but that's a long-term play.
Well, we started off.
Yes, we have to start it. Yeah. But I'm saying, but it's a long-term play. We have to go back home. Home.
Yeah.
And then the schools.
Well, there's still Nigeria, for instance, we have the highest demographic dividend in the world as a space right now. So the young people that are going to get into working age is you can find out in Nigeria. If you scale it down, Edo State has a high percentage of that as well. Because education is key for Edo State guys, and they like to go to school. I'd like to showcase what they've done. So if the people like you, I think what you're leaning towards, you're being a people person, and I think that's how I see it, right? If those people are empowered and given the right mindset to build the environment from your leadership point of view, don't you think that would work?
Yes, I think it will work, and I think that's primarily what we're also trying to do. But I think there are many things we need to do well and need to put on the table. So, for instance, we have 5 strategic points that we're looking at. And my number one strategic point is security.
Yes.
Now, if we don't get security right, all the other things we want to do, we will not do them well.
That's true.
Okay. So, if you look at the Constitution of Nigeria, as a governor, the chief security officer of your state, but you have no troops. You don't have troops. Because all the troops are centralized from the federal level, and they take instructions from their bosses at the federal level. So how do you operate as the chief security? There is a constitutional lacuna there. But regardless that, for me, it's clear that what are the things that we need to do to support the process for ensuring that Edo State is a secure state? We have to find the money to be able to find technology, the right technology, to safeguard us and protect us, the right equipment. So we support the security services and agencies that operate within our state.
Online and offline.
Straight up. So that's critical, drone technology, whatever kind of, this is 2024. People don't get away with the kind of things they get away with in Nigeria, where we are now.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will commit. I believe that in New York, many more people are killed in New York in a year than in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
Than the whole of Nigeria.
Yeah.
But you see, there's certain things that they'll catch them.
Yes.
They'll prosecute them. They'll punish them.
Yes.
That's the differential. Nigeria, we don't catch them, don't prosecute them, don't punish them. So people get away with all sorts of things. And so we're not in a position to be able to ensure that we build an environment where people feel secure and safe. So that's a problem. But, unfortunately, I don't think we've taken ourselves as seriously as human beings as we should.
I agree.
The Nigerian has this capability to take suffering. And because they have this capability to take suffering, leadership gets away with anything.
So you see the new Nigerian mindset we're trying to push forward.
So yes, you
Nothing
don't
wrong with the
want to take any more suffering, right?
No, we want to introduce the consciousness of you can be better than what you are experiencing now. You don't have to be labeled as that.
But everybody knows that.
Yeah,
the thing is that people then don't know what to do to improve their circumstances.
So this is where the mentoring comes in. And I'm glad that we approach this from a non-political point of view.
Sure. That's why I've tried to stay away from
it. It's been all about leadership and mentoring, which are the 2 key factors that are missing within that demographic dividend that we speak of.
There's something you need to add to that. Really, courage.
Yes.
You need to add courage, because if you're not truly courageous, you get derailed very quickly.
I hope you find time to read the book, because one of the decisive points is courage. So you have
so you know it all.
Courage.
So you know it's
necessity to uphold that courage.
So courage, there's just no way. You love your people. You have, and one person may not have all. Yeah. So you must have the ability to choose a team that aggregates to all the things you require to give purposeful leadership.